Hey guys, this is Rudy for Investor Investor. I figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new segment and I'm going to call it Undervalued Stock Pick of the Week. So today is November 15th, 2020. It is Sunday and I hope to do this every Sunday, but my stock pick for the week this week is a company called TDS. Please remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, and follow along and see if this is something that you might be interested in considering for investments for your portfolio. Telephone and data systems, also commonly known as TDS, is a diversified telecommunications company engaged in wireless operations through a number of subsidiaries, including US Cellular and TDS Telecom. It provides services to postpaid and prepaid customers. I like that kind of model because it is recurring revenue. And most of the companies that are in this type of segment, including one of the positions I currently have, which is Verizon, have a great revenue stream, which is recurring, which is one of the reasons why I like the company. Furthermore, they're somewhat diversified from the point of view that they also serve both residential and commercial customers. So I figured what we would do is what I usually do, and that is let's take a quick look at the company's snapshot. The closing price on Friday last week was $18.43. Keep that in mind when I get to the end, because I'm going to give you a couple of analyst predictions on where the stock price is going. Anyway, $18.43 or just under $20 is where it closed last Friday. It's trading sort of in the middle of its 52-week range. Generally, that gives you a quick indication as to whether the company is cheap or expensive based on its recent past performance, certainly for the past year. It's not a huge company, but it has a market cap of $2.2 billion. It has positive earnings per shares, and it has a PE ratio of below 10. So unless something is horribly wrong with the company, this is a very attractive PE ratio. In fact, it's very much in line with most of the financial institutions today in the financial sector. It offers a huge dividend as well, which is quite juicy, 3.56%, which is currently 68 cents. 68 cents as a fraction of the $18.43 share works out to 3.5%. Held by institutions, 87%, and only 2.5% of the stock is currently short. So not a lot of people are brave enough to short this stock. Valuation, quick peek here. So we look at TDS. It's in the wireless communication services, but most importantly, it has positive earnings, and therefore the PE and price to book ratios are the most appropriate valuation measurements. I just referenced the fact that its PE is very, very interesting. It is below 10, and I'm giving it a gold star on PE in terms of a first look at TDS. Furthermore, TDS is one of the most profitable companies in the wireless communications or telecommunications services industry, with a net margin of over 5%. In fact, its net margin is the strongest of any peer, while its operating margin is above the median. Net profit margin for the trailing 12 months, 5.19%. That is pretty good. In fact, its gross margin at 55% is sort of in line with the industry of about 60%, but it's certainly outperforming the industry in terms of net profit margin, so a very profitable company. It pays a dividend. I mentioned that 68 cents based on its current stock price yields more than 3.5%, which is quite rich. The telecommunication services industry average yields 2%. Sorry, the S&P 500 yields 2%. So this company is in a minority because it pays a very rich dividend. Actually, its dividend change percentage and dividend growth rate over the past 3 years has also outperformed the industry by leaps and bounds. If you're looking for a dividend stock, that's a good one too. Earnings growth at TDS outpaced revenue growth. So that's something we need to look at for the trailing 12 months. It's not sustainable if profits are continuing to grow at this rate. Its earnings per share growth for the most recent quarter was 20% compared to the industry's 2%. And the earnings per share growth for the trailing 12 months is over 100%, while the industry posted negative EPS growth for the trailing 12 months. Interesting company, TDS. It's new to me, so much like you, I'm starting to do homework on it right now, but it might be an interesting investment narrative that we can build based on what I'm sharing with you right now. Its effectiveness, TDS is overall quite efficient in comparison to its peers with the return on assets, return on equity, revenue per employees, etc. Yeah, I just give it a gold star in general. You can see it's sort of mostly in line with the with its peers in the same industry, doing pretty good. But look at the return on assets here. The industry is below 2%, TDS 2.36%. Great performance by TDS. Financial strength, most important. Its debt to capital ratio at 34% is in line with the wireless telecommunication services industry norm, despite the slight increase in debt over the past year. Here we can see the comparison. TDS has a 34% debt to capital ratio for the most recent quarter. The industry is over 50%. Its change in debt slightly up, 0.12%, but it has a quick ratio of 2.6 times. Back to the top here, the company's balance sheet shows that the liquid assets are plentiful enough to service current liabilities in the event that operating earnings are unable to. This quick ratio here for the most recent quarter means that TDS has 2.6 times more cash and cash equivalents to meet its current liabilities in terms of near-term obligations. Strong balance sheet. Analyst price target. I said I was going to come back to this one. So remember, I started off saying that the closing price last Friday was about $18 or just under 20 anyway. There are only 3 analysts covering TDS right now. And as far as I know, but based on these 3 analysts, they're offering a 12-month price target on telephone and data systems, averaging 34.83. Look at this one guy, $42.50 over the next 12 months. And even the lowest one at $28 compared to its most recent close at around $18 is a strong analyst price target performance on TDS. Analyst consensus rating, strong buy. So what do you think about TDS? Do you think this is something that's investable? Is it something that you might consider for your own portfolio? And if so, let me know what your investment hypothesis is in terms of whether this is something that you want to go for. Let me know in the comments as usual. And guys, if you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I do this preliminary groundwork for you so that you don't have to. So for now, this is Rudy for Best Investor signing off. I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember to subscribe. Yeah, I will talk to you soon. And take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.